You know exactly who I am talking to. The one who hits the brakes as soon as it gets hard. The one who settles for less. The one who talks a big game, dreams, big dreams, but never actually moves. That version of you, it has to go. Not next week, not next year, right now. You don't need another motivational post. You don't need a sign from above. You already know. You feel it in your gut. In the quiet, when the noise stops, you feel the anger. You feel the wasted time, the chances you let slip through your fingers. The old you is like a heavy chain around your ankle, dragging you down, and you are letting it happen. Cut the chain. Get rid of the person who makes excuses. I'm too tired, I'm too busy. I'll start when the time is right. The right time? That is just a lie you tell yourself to feel better about doing nothing. The person waiting for the perfect moment will be waiting in the dark forever. The one saying, I need to feel ready. Ready is a lie. Do you think the greats waited to feel like working? Do you think champions waited until they had energy to train? No. Winners do the work whether they feel like it or not. That voice in your head saying you aren't good enough, that is the old you trying to haunt your future. The new you? It doesn't have time for doubt. Because doubt is for people who are okay with being average. Are you still doubting yourself? Then maybe you belong at the bottom. Kill the old you. The old you keeps thinking about mistakes, worries about what other people think, and lives in the past. But looking back builds nothing. Sweat builds things. Action builds things. Look in the mirror and be honest. What has your past given you besides regrets and I'm sorries? Do you think growing is supposed to feel good? No. Growth hurts. It's waking up early when you want to sleep. It's working when your friends are partying. It's saying no to distractions. It is quiet. It is hard. It is lonely. But it is the only way. That old version of you, it watches videos instead of doing the work. It talks about one day. One day is a lie. One day is where dreams go to die. Do you know how many people say next month or when things slow down? They end up in the exact same spot 10 years later. You don't need more time. You need more focus. You need to cut the dead weight, starting with the lazy version of yourself. End it. The old you doesn't care. It eats junk, thinks junk, acts without a plan, and still expects a prize. The old you thinks hard work is a punishment. It treats goals like they are just suggestions. The worst part? The old you feels safe. Safety is a trap. It whispers, relax, while your future disappears. You weren't made to be safe. You were made to win, to lead, to rise up. But that can't happen until the weak version is gone. The change happens now. It starts with a choice. Let go of the person who plays the victim, the one who needs everyone to like them, the one who is scared of failing. Failing is the price of admission. If you aren't willing to fall, you aren't ready to rise. Every extra rep, every ignored text message, every hard choice, it is building the new you. But only if you want it more than you want to be comfortable, more than safety, more than being popular. Because people liked the old you, the one that was easy to predict, the one that didn't make them feel bad about themselves. But this new version, this one is scary. This one cannot be ignored. Get rid of the old identity. Bury the fear. The one who made plans but never started, the one who ran away when things got tough. The life you say you want, it won't accept the person you are today. It has no room for the lazy. The dreamer who won't wake up. The person watching others win and saying, why not me? If it should be you, prove it. Life is a fight. You are either building your future or living in the wreckage of your past. There is no middle ground. You say you are hungry? Go hunt. You say you are serious? Bleed for it. You say you are all in? Show me. No one gets to the top by walking on flat ground. No one becomes a legend by protecting their feelings. And no one changes their life by holding on to who they used to be. You want to change? Then change. Kill the doubt. Kill the waiting. Kill the self-pity. Kill the noise. Kill the need for a pat on the back. Kill the version of yourself that is too weak to carry the success you want. You owe yesterday nothing. You owe tomorrow everything. Burn the safety net. Build your war zone. Start with your mind, then your body, then your habits, then your life. This is your battlefield. And the enemy? It's the version of you that settles for good enough. So be ruthless, be aggressive, be obsessed, be locked in. This isn't about being perfect. It's about not stopping. Scream it inside your head. Not again. No more wasted days, no more small thoughts, no more drifting. Potential doesn't pay the bills. Potential doesn't lift the weight. You do the work, or you lose. Flip the switch. Make the cut. Commit to the path. Kill the old self and never look back. Every time you feel like going back to the bad habits, the laziness, the people who kept you average, remember why you started. Remember staring at the ceiling in the dark, the fire in your chest, that silent promise, I refuse to stay this way. That wasn't just a thought. That was the real you trying to break out. That doesn't need applause. It doesn't need permission. Because now, you have a mission. You are building strength, focus, character. The kind of character that doesn't shake when life gets hard. The kind that walks through fire and smiles because you know what it takes. You didn't break. You rose up. You were made in the struggle, sharpened in the quiet. While they wanted the weekend off, you wanted a legacy. While they talked, you built. While they slept, you worked. That is how the old you dies. Not in a big explosion, but in the work, in the consistency, in the shadows. Hour by hour, rep by rep, starved out by higher standards. This isn't about being perfect. Forget perfect. This is about being obsessed. Decide who you need to be, then don't stop until that person is real. You have to become a stranger to your past. Let them say, you've changed. Good. That is the point. You weren't made to fit in. You were made to stand out. You want a new life? Then change the way you operate. Not your address, not your job, not your partner. Because a weak mind ruins everything around it. You don't need a fresh start, you need a fresh spirit. And spirit is built in the dark. When no one is clapping, when you can't see the progress yet, when the audience is gone, that is when you change. That is when the old you starts to panic because you have never worked this hard without quitting. You have never been this focused. Keep going. Outlast the weakness, outwork the doubt, outgrow the shell. Because winning isn't waiting at the finish line. It's made in the dirt, in the mess, in the pain, in the routine. That is where the new you takes its first breath. You have to hate being average. Treat standing still like it's poison. Treat every second like oxygen, because you are running out of time. The dream you have has a price tag, and the currency is action. Right now. Every time you wait, the price goes up. Every delay pushes it further away. There are no shortcuts, no easy way out, only the fight. A private war against every lie you told yourself, every broken promise, every excuse. The old you was built on lies. The new you is built on doing what you say. You speak, you act. You promise, you deliver. You fall, you get up. No more games, no more trying. Forget the word try. You do it or you don't. Every choice is a vote for who you are. Every move is a statement. You don't need a clean slate. You need a funeral for the coward who ran from hard work, blamed everyone else, hid from the light, loved the couch, and avoided the mirror. Dig the hole, throw that version in, cover it up, and stand tall. Stand with a hatred for mediocrity, with a fire in your belly, with vision, with steel, with anger. Not at the world, but at the time you wasted being weak. You don't need to pretend. You are meeting a stranger, someone unshakable, unbreakable. You, the version that doesn't blink when the storm hits, the one that wears failure like armor, that walks into the storm with calm eyes and a strong back. The old you was scared of the fire. The new you becomes the fire. Pain is no longer the enemy. It is the map. It shows you where to go. It proves you are moving. The old you would give up. That option is gone. The new you steps up. You look different now. Your energy has changed. When you walk in, the room changes. Why? Because the world feels it. The intensity. They know you aren't here to play. You aren't wearing a mask. You survived it. You paid for it in blood. You earned it. You become undeniable. Suddenly the critics get quiet. The ones who laughed at you are trying to be like you. The ones who left you are watching from the sidelines. But you don't look at them. Your eyes are fixed ahead. You aren't asking for permission anymore. You are building an empire. Every sacrifice, every time you chose the work over the fun, it adds up. Every dark night, every fall, every fear, it is now fuel. Fuel to burn so hot that the old you turns to ash. You are not the same person. You aren't even close. You stop lying to yourself. You stop looking for the easy way. You stop praying for an easier life. Now you pray for a stronger back. Now you look in the mirror and say, "Give me the hard path. I know what's waiting at the top." You don't complain. You conquer. You don't pause. You strike. You don't fear the change. You are the change. But understand this. It is never done. This isn't a phase. It's not a temporary sprint. This is your life now. Every single morning you have to kill the old you again. Because that voice inside, the lazy, soft, jealous one, never dies completely. It hides, it waits, it watches. And the moment you get soft, it comes back. So stay ready. Discipline is every day. Grit is every day. Being a savage is every single day. Because the second you relax, the old you starts rebuilding. And it builds fast. One skipped workout, one bad meal, one night of weakness. Then you start sliding back. Then the fog returns. Then you collapse. Don't let it happen. The old you is history. Today's version is dangerous, strong, closer than ever to being unstoppable. This is the new normal. No more being average, no more later, no more being soft. Only the fight, only moving forward, only the new you. So the next time that weakness inside tells you to rest, you hit back hard. You answer with work, you answer with results. And when the world asks what happened to you, don't say a word. Let your results do the talking. Kill the old you over and over. Because to rise up, you have to burn. Burn the hesitation. Burn the excuses. Burn the fake version that stayed small just to make others feel big. And rise. Not as a shadow of who you were. Not as a slightly better version. But as something brand new. Built from hard times. Hardened by will. Guided by focus. Proven by results. Because the best revenge is to win. Silently, permanently, ruthlessly. Here is the challenge for the next 6 months. Kill the old you every 24 hours. No social media posts about it, no status updates, no motivational shares. Just the work. You against you. Go dark. Build in the quiet. Because when you come back, you won't need to introduce yourself. Your presence will shake the ground. Keep hitting, keep climbing, keep evolving. This is your time. And the clock starts now. Because when the smoke clears, when the crowd finally shows up, when the light hits you and they ask, "What is your secret?" You won't need to speak. They will see it in your walk, in your discipline, in your eyes. Because greatness leaves a trail, and you will be living proof. But it won't feel like a party. It won't feel like a game. It will feel like destiny. Because this is who you were always meant to be. You didn't cut corners. You didn't cheat the grind. You paid for every inch, every scar, every early morning, every Saturday night alone, every small win that no one saw. It was all necessary. It was all information. It all made you. That is how the beast was created. Now your world has changed. Your routine is bulletproof. Your confidence is silent. Because you don't need to shout. You have walked through the fire. You didn't burn. You got harder. Layer by layer, choice by choice, step by step. This is what power means. This is what freedom means. You aren't working for the trophy. You are the trophy. You aren't chasing success. You are living it right now. So keep stacking days. Keep taking the hard road. Keep breaking your limits. Because that dark place, the deep water everyone is scared of, that is where the treasure is. Your power, your name, your purpose. Everything you were looking for was hidden underneath the person you used to be. Now you have dug deep enough to find it. Now it is real. Now it belongs to you. So defend it. Build walls around it. Protect it with everything you have. Because if you blink, the old you will try to take the throne back. All it takes is 1 week of not caring. One sad excuse. One moment of giving up. That is how the empire falls. You didn't climb out of the hole just to slide back down. You are building something too strong to be moved. Let them doubt you. Let them laugh. Let them call you crazy. Good. Let them. Every whisper, every doubt, it is fuel for your tank. When they tell you you've changed, don't explain. Just nod and keep walking. Because yes, you have changed. That was the point. You didn't survive the storm to stay the same. You didn't walk through the fire to be average. You came to take over. So go, break the limits, smash the ceiling, cut the safety rope, kill every excuse left in your blood. They are useless. Let them die with your past. And this is the final rule. Once you kill the old you, never bring it back to life. Not for comfort, not for memories, not for anybody. That version was too weak to carry your future. That version expired. You survived. From this moment on, the story is new. It is not about what you could be. It is about what you are. Not what you can do, what you actually do. You are no longer the person who wished. You are the person who decided. Now prove it. Own it. Be it. Kill the old you. Every single day.